Hello, my name's Rock, and I'm nobody in particular. I just, like everybody, I have an opinion. And here's my opinion. We're in so much trouble in this country, the United States. And I know everybody likes to blame it on politicians. I don't have any notes here or anything. I'm just speaking from my heart. Everybody likes to blame it on the politicians, and yeah, they've got their fair share of blame. But at some point, we as Americans need to look at the mirror and say, where have we come? We have a mentality in this country of people who think that they are owed something from everybody else, from the government, from anybody who will give them anything. We have people making babies and saying, I should have every right under the Constitution to go out and do anything I want to do, and somebody, by gosh, ought to pay for it. Where did that mentality suddenly come from in this country? I'm sorry, I grew up in the 60s and 70s when my dad worked like a dog. He worked in a plant. He worked shift work. He worked long hours. I started mowing yards when I was 12. He told me if I wanted some money, here's a lawnmower. There's a lot of people I'd like to give a lawnmower to, because my lawn guy, I had trouble finding anybody to mow my yard for me because I work and I have somebody mow my yard. I had trouble finding anybody to do it. The guy said, I could mow 1,000 yards a week if I had the time. I don't have time. He said, nobody can find anybody to do it. And you have all these sad sacks sitting around saying, can't find a job. Get $100 and buy a used lawnmower and go to town. That kid told me, he said, I make so much money mowing yards in the summer that I sit around all winter and do nothing. And I make a great living. But in this country, we have a mentality of somebody owes me something. I don't get it. Some of these generations I see coming up scare me to death. They just do whatever they want. They sit around and do this meth and drugs and just having babies, and they're not prepared for babies. And God forbid what this next generation is going to be with these babies coming up with these parents who have no work ethic whatsoever. And they think somebody owes them this. It's beyond my wildest comprehension how this can be so. So my plea today to you, if you're watching this and you're one of those people, get some self-respect. I want you to go to your mirror right now and look at yourself and say, am I pulling my weight for this country? Am I doing something to make this country better? Or am I just a suck and a drain on the United States and on the people? We can blame it on politicians all we want, but at some point it comes back to us. We've got to be responsible, hardworking people who want this country to be better and don't feel like we're owed everything. It's just my opinion. I hope it becomes yours if you're one of those people, because ultimately, somewhere, sometime, the gravy train is going to stop. The handouts cannot continue, or they're going to be handed out by the Chinese.